अरे क्या बात है, कौन कौन आया है स्ट्रीम में। सो हेलो दोस्तों, आप सबका स्वागत है ट्रेन विद शुभम चैनल पे। एंड वी हैव नसीउल्लाह, क्लाउड चैम्प, वी हैव संदीप दास इन द हाउस। ओ माय गॉड, today's stream will be amazing. If you are here, if you are watching, फटाफट drop a boom in the chat, फटाफट। क्या बात है, I can see people are joining. Awesome, nice.
People are joining, yes.
Oh, we have.
The moment you guys joining, do let us know from where you're joining. And any question if you have, like, kuch bhi, just keep asking.
If you can listen us.
Yeah, please confirm
I
that if
can
you guys
see
are.
Ravindra has joined. Hi Ravindra. I can see SSM is here. Roshan is here.
It is like comment ka baad aa gaya.
Super.
Lot of comment.
amazing.
Hey, I wanted to see this one, man.
हाँ?
वो comments का बाहर आ रहे हैं ना, ऐसा दिखना चाहिए था.
Awesome. Oh, Mr. Shabby is from Lucknow. Lucknow, क्या बात है? Superb.
ये phone रख दो.
Someone is saying good to see all three together. क्या बात है? Superb. This is amazing. Okay, so first of all, let me know from which channel have you joined?
You're watching this because it's a multi-stream channel.
It's a multi-stream happening right now. From which channel are you watching this?
Like Train with Shubham, Cloud Champ, or Train with Sandip. Like, what is it? Land with Sandip.
Superb.
अरे खुद का बोल जाते हैं. And LinkedIn में तो I think my LinkedIn only live. So LinkedIn I know you guys watching from my LinkedIn profile. It's good.
Superb.
From London. Cloud Champ.
Cloud Champ. Amazing.
Okay, VVS bus. Thank you VVS bus.
Nice.
Cloud Champ से ही आएगा सारे.
Someone
ये सबसे आ रहे हैं मेरे भी.
Enroll
अरे
for
मेरे
that.
मेरे I mean my where are you guys? My subscribers, my followers. I mean you want to see like Cloud Champ. Why Cloud Champ is winning?
Okay, no winning. Everyone is in the same team.
Superb. Amazing.
Okay, guys, you can go ahead and ask questions.
Ah.
We are here to answer.
If you have any kind of questions related to DevOps, cloud, technology, programming, ask us anything. Like we all three are working in all kind of technology, cloud, tools, solution, like whatever you can think of, we are working on all of things. So go ahead and ask any kind of question if you have.
Superb.
Yeah, go ahead.
So first question, मोहम्मद शहनवाज, मैं एप्लीकेशन सपोर्ट में हूँ लास्ट 7.6 ईयर से, क्या मैं डेवऑप्स में मूव कर सकता हूँ? सो फ्रॉम एप्लीकेशन सपोर्ट टू डेवऑप्स.
I think you know that one woman meet us. What she said? Just listen to that person.
I was in support for a long time, but I started working on Terraform. I started upskilling.
Right.
I started giving a lot of interviews, and that is how I transitioned into DevOps. So most important thing is upskill. Okay, and don't think कि मैं तो support से हूँ, मुझको क्या आता है. Nothing like that.
Like,
you have to upskill.
Don't lose your confidence because that's the only thing you have if you want to move going further.
Correct.
I would say if you are an application developer, you already have some experience compared to people who are freshers. So if freshers can get jobs, obviously you can get the jobs. And it's not about if you are application developer or anyone. If you try to learn DevOps tools, which are popular in this time right now, you can obviously get a job. So yeah, try it out.
By the way, we have more than 100 people watching us live.
This is amazing. I mean, usually what happens, 25, 30, 40, 50. It's first time when I'm seeing all 100 people watching live first.
Okay, go ahead, ask your questions. We are here. How
Yes,
to run
keep
JPL
asking
network.
question. I'm working, great. Working on Linux administrator profile.
Okay, so Linux, that's good. It's easier to move to DevOps because you have the Linux, background. You know the servers, networking, things like that. So it's good. So there's a college student. Bhai, I am second year student. I make my own Monstack projects and host them using DevOps tool. Is this approach good? So Monstack pe he's deploying his applications. So is this approach good? I think it's a really good idea that you're making Monstack projects. So basically Mon. So you will be getting Mongo, React, Node, everything, and that's really good. You are making a 2-tier, 3-tier application and deploying that on as DevOps practice. It's really good, but you should be adding infrastructure as code. You should be adding auto scaling.
Some Ansible, some.
Yeah.
whatever the latest tech demand, I will say even better if you guys just look at the job requirements. Like go and see job requirements. That's the best source of truth. You'll
Correct.
find what are the skills they're asking for and what are the skills you don't have, and try to acquire the skills you don't have.
Where to find freelancing clients?
Oh, where to find freelancing guys?
We'll say.
Select करो उसको पहले.
Okay. Superb. Where to
Okay.
find freelancing clients?
Mr. Nayak has this question, and we have Sandip Das, who is the king of freelancing. Even I have been in
Cloud
freelancing. So, if you're a fresher, obviously try to create your own portfolio, either on LinkedIn or on your website. But if you are completely free beginner, you can try out on many different freelancing platforms. You have Fiverr, Upwork. If you do a simple Google search, you can find a lot of them, and you can apply for any freelancing gig that you can work on. But more than that, I would say try to gain skills. If you gain skills, freelancing clients will follow you to do all of their work. So focus on skill, and then money and clients will follow.
I will add to something. Okay, so in freelancing interviews, okay, they will not ask you what are the companies you work for. They will ask you what are the things that you know, and can you make their life simple, make their job simple. Can you make the solution simple? Because that's what they're asking you. It's not because of what your background. They will ask simple question like, what kind of projects you did, what are the skills that you use in those projects, how many years you work on it. They will see what is expertised. Okay, based on that, they will make the hiring decision. By the way.
I would like to add more on this. So as Sandeep said, you don't have to show what you did or what is your experience. This is very true. I have been in this industry maybe like younger than these guys. I have been in industry for 2 years, but they haven't asked me for any resume. I haven't done any interviews, and I have done many production level tasks. So freelancing does not want you to have experience, does not want you to have a good resume. If you can do it and you have the skill, you can get the job done and you can get the money as well, which is quite good, better than full-time jobs.
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome.
Superb. What are the most used DevOps tool to get hands on? So let's do one thing. Everyone says a tool one by one.
Yes, one by one.
Okay.
You go.
So I personally find Kubernetes really interesting. So if you are using Kubernetes, obviously it should not be used for anything and everything. But if you know how to work on Kubernetes, you can work on scaling, you can work on auto healing, and using Kubernetes you can even create very fast. You can deploy Jenkins, you can deploy Grafana, you can do a lot of things. You should be knowing Kubernetes Helm. So I find that tool really interesting. Over to CloudChamp.
Okay, so I would say rather than tools, you have to learn the concepts, because tools are different for every company.
Absolutely.
But obviously, Kubernetes is the most popular one right now. If you have the skills or the certification in it, you can get the jobs. But I would say it depends on what are you trying to do. DevOps is a place where you can use tools for different things. So try to search for the popular tools. I would say Terraform can be something if I want to name a tool. So yeah, I would say Terraform can be something you should be preparing or doing hands-on as well. Over to you.
Now, this guys put the very good points. I will additionally add the configuration management, because if you want to be a DevOps engineer, that means you will be handling a lot of Linux servers, and managing this manually is nightmare. You don't want to do that. Instead, you want to do the configuration as code. You want to manage everything like Ansible or maybe Puppeteer, or Ansible is the most famous one, like everyone will agree. So for that, you must use the Ansible for any kind of configuration as code. That you should run. Like, what are the example? Installing some packages, updating some configuration files, restarting servers, updating servers, whatever you want, patching the servers, those kind of stuff.
Right. I would like to add something in this, because this is something I did recently. So I got a project on a freelancing platform, and this was something for a client in US. He had a AI project which was done manually, but he wanted me to have an automated solution. So we kind of used Terraform, Ansible, and Kubernetes along with Helm charts to create an automated one-click solution. So these are the tools that you should practice. Every tool that they have mentioned, so that you can get jobs faster. Maybe these are the most used DevOps tools.
Nice. This is really good answer. I think.
Some remaining you
Yeah.
continue some.
Yeah, I feel you should be a DevOps engineer who should be open to learning a lot of things. So whenever I see Sandip Das, so he is working on, so one day it will be Pac-Man, so what Packer tutorial, not Pac-Man. So Packer tutorial. One day it's Golang
Nomad.
tutorial. One
Golang.
day it's some tools which I don't even know. One day you were talking about this thing, Rocket or something.
Rocket D?
Correct.
Container D.
Container D, and every day there is something new coming. So you should be flexible in learning a lot of things. Okay, so don't stick to Jenkins only. Try to experiment with Circle CI. Try to experiment with Argo CD or both. So try to experiment a lot of tools, and just like Cloud Champ said, be aware of the concepts.
Exactly. That's more important, by the way.
So if you need monitoring, there are many tools, but you should be knowing what is observability. So concepts like these. So that's why there are hundreds of tools.
And what happens that for the CI/CD part specifically, like people are sticking to Jenkins. I mean, you should learn open source tool, by the way, but it matters on the use cases, not just your saving money saving, or maybe what is easier to do. You think where is your client currently hosting the code, like it's Git, then you should check out the Git the community, their Git actions. If you're hosting in the Git labs, then GitLab CI/CD. So you make informed decisions. Like every platform have its own tool. It might be cheaper than other people. It might be easily integratable than other things. And most of the tools are not supported with Kubernetes. Other CI/CD tool, other cloud natively are supporting. So you should be aware of all the things each and every provider giving you, and make an informed choice. That should be your job to do.
Okay, so I have a question here. Let's say I am going to ask a question here. Because you have quite experience in DevOps, also you have experience, so you can answer as well. So there are multiple CI/CD tools, as you have said, Jenkins, Circle CI, GitLab CI, all of them. So many. So if I am a fresher and I want to learn CI/CD because it is the most asked questions in DevOps interview, which one tool in CI/CD should I learn, or someone who wants to appear for interview should learn?
Definitely. I mean, rule of thumb: go with the Jenkins first. Because see what is the mostly adapted. And Jenkins is mostly adapted. I mean, most of the firms doing it. You will have opportunity.
Absolutely.
Right? You have the requirement. Then what? I mean, one is not enough. Then look for the leaders. I mean, I talk about any technology, any tool, always learn for the leaders first, because there you have the more opportunities. So GitHub Actions and GitLab CI/CD. If you learn these three, I think more than enough. Now, if you are working in say code commit, for example, you're hosting code in the code commit, then you have to learn the AWS code commit. Like, code commit and all the tool stack, the code deploy, code pipeline. So it depends what you're targeting, what is the cloud provider doing. But rule of thumb: start with Jenkins, learn about the GitHub, checkout and all that things, GitHub Actions. Then if you have interest, go for the GitLab. If you don't, okay. But for the cloud, AWS, if you want to learn, learning AWS, then look at the AWS CI/CD stack, which is AWS code commit, code build, code deploy. Learn that way. That will be the much easier way for as a fresher.
Okay, another question similar. I'm so sorry for asking so many questions, but I think these are similar questions that most of your audiences would be interested in. So let's say you said Jenkins, right? And you also mentioned other tools like GitHub Actions, GitLab CI, and also AWS CI/CD tools. So if I, let's say, started with Jenkins, and now I have experience and I know how to deploy an application on CI/CD using Jenkins, how faster can I learn other tools? Now, let's say if I learned Jenkins now, I want to go with GitHub Actions or GitLab CI. How much time will it take relatively?
I would say, if you learn at least one tool, you will understand the basic thing flow. If you know how the CI/CD flow, how the test, how the sourcing works, how the test, how the build, how the deployment works, you know the flow. And ultimately, what will happen behind the scenes, you will be running different stages, different Linux command. Now, even if you make the platform switch, most of the cases, the command will stay same. You don't worry about that. Just learn what the platform has to offer by itself. Like if it's Jenkins, then there's plugins. But if you go to say other tools, maybe Git checkout, Git Actions, then you don't have this plugin support, right? Then you have to learn few things extra. But there are community support. Similarly, go to any platform, any tool, there are their own pros and cons. Okay, so you have to adapt to it. But it will be a lot easier if you don't know anything. Suddenly jumping something, it's tough. But if you know Jenkins, for example, it will be much easier to move on to any tool.
You have the hands-on experience, then it becomes really easy to adapt to new things. And you, while setting Jenkins, while working on these scripts, you'll encounter so many errors, and in the process you will be learning fast that, I have solved these errors. Now I'm more confident to find even new errors, troubleshooting even new problems. So it's always good to start with these things. Awesome. I see a lot of questions coming.
Like the flood of questions. To be honest, I mean,
And I can see there are 128 people, 130
Wow,
people
130 people.
live, but they are not liking this video. What are you doing, guys? And I can also see that no one has dropped a boom in the chat. Let's drop a boom in the chat. I'll just quickly do a thumbs up, something like this.
Like this.
Oh,
Abhi
Woo!
See the like.
Wow! I can see someone liked the video, and you can see the celebration going on in the, superb. Oh, that's amazing, amazing.
Is this fine?
Nahi.
Okay, I think we can see it.
Yes.
Uh,
Just let us confirm.
in the comment, please let us know if you can see the video or is it stuck. Please let us know if you can see the video or is it stuck.
I think it's all good. Otherwise, they will complain.
Yeah, this side it is stuck, so I want you guys to
They will
message.
continue. Then that's case. It's all good.
Okay, no messages now. Okay, it's stuck. It said Ajay Sharma said it's stuck.
Oh, stuck.
Okay.
Stuck again.
No worries. No worries.
Refresh karte.
I'll take care of that.
Okay, just a problem. Let's just a minute. Let's resolve this soon. Do let us know if it is back.
Yes. It's loading.
Okay. Okay, it's stuck. It's stuck. Says Sibullah. Omkar Patil says it's stuck.
I think everyone pressed the like button so hard that
YouTube system
YouTube
hang.
system is hang now.
We have Shubham, we have Sandip here. YouTube system is hang now. YouTube needs a new DevOps. Kubernetes to scale out. YouTube needs to scale up.
Let's refresh.
Refresh. Okay. Yes, we're back.
Are we back?
We're back.
Let's check. Do
Are we back?
comment section if we
अगर हाँ,
If you can see us,
हम लोग DevOps engineers हैं. We are DevOps.
this
We'll
was
fix
a
it.
production issue we just fixed. If you think this is fixed, just drop a fix
Yes.
in the chat.
Okay.
If you think it's fixed,
Arey.
just drop a fixed in the chat.
Fixed.
Okay. Ajay Sharma
Oh.
says it's fixed.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Mohammed
Nice.
Daud. Please let us know if
We just fixed YouTube.
And see, the moment we gone, the traffic gone, The moment you up, traffic like shooting like anything.
Oh,
Wow.
Amazing, superb.
Please shoot your questions.
Yeah, keep asking the question. You want to see that? Keep like बाढ़ ला दो क्वेश्चन का हम लोग ऐसा दे देंगे because हम लोग अभी टाइम में फ्री है.
Correct. We have just started. This is just the beginning. Chalo. Welcome back after the break.
Much needed break.
अरे बढ़िया.
Nice. Okay, Anju. Hi Bhaiya, I am having experience of 4 years in database administrator. I want to switch in DevOps. Can I switch in DevOps with good package? And how to show experience in DevOps?
Okay, who wants to take this?
I'll start. First of all, how to show experience in DevOps has two answers. First, if you are a database administrator, why do you want to show experience in DevOps? Whatever work you have done as a data administrator, try to show that experience only. Just that, try to add that I used DevOps practices. For example, being a database administrator, my entire work was done on RDS or things like document DB, Dynamo DB. So I used infrastructure as code to set up these kind of databases. So try to mold that cloud knowledge, infra knowledge in your database administrator. Don't put something like how to show experience in DevOps. Okay, try to use your own database administrator knowledge. Just that you can tell that we use DevOps practices. I was really enthusiastic about DevOps, and that's why I want to transition to that field. And we should never be showing any kind of fake experience or something like that. Yeah,
that's very important because they'll be asking the question, like the clients will be asking the question as per experience, and if you can't stand to that question, they'll reject you. So we should.
Awesome.
DevOps
very
good question.
Will DevOps die in further years? Die?
क्या हुआ हम लोगों का इतना? Nothing gonna die. Like programming was there 10 years, 20 years back, still there. What changed? Programming language. DevOps will be there no matter how many years. What will change? The tools, the technologies, the methodologies will change. Correct. That is why we learn. And while going through different years of your life experience, you have to adapt to different things. That is what you have to do in order to survive in this industry.
So yeah, that's true.
If it is going to die, just let me know prior. So I can change my jobs. I don't know. But I think it will not die.
No.
Names might change. You can call it platform engineering or you can call it SREs or anything else. But I don't think it will die because if it dies, then you will have no applications. You will have no YouTube to see us as well. So I don't think it will die. DevOps is going to be there for a long time. It will be enhanced. Maybe AI tools might be coming in DevOps. So I don't think it will be dying.
Yes. Now, if you know one thing, you think that AI can solve this, go and do ChatGPT, you will find 100 of it. Apply it, I do the same thing. I mean, we experimented all that. Nothing gonna work. It's our experience that make it work. So there will be AI tools, but it cannot. I don't think it can never replace the actual human efforts.
No. Absolutely.
So that's what you can do the best, right?
So this one question has been asked a lot of times. Question is, I have cracked a job interview. I'm joining on 18th as SRE, but I'm scared as I don't have production level knowledge. Please suggest.
Okay. Let me try. Okay, so I have this kind of similar experience because I joined as an SRE, as a DevOps engineer after my internship as an SRE in a startup. And I was scared because I had no knowledge about any production systems, and I was scared that I can bring a database down or maybe the entire system down, which is fine, but that would make you stronger if you go out of your comfort zone. So don't be scared. I would say learn things. That would be regarding your tech stack. Scaring might not help you. Take help from people. You have ChatGPT, as Sandip said. So try to use the things that you have online. Don't be scared. Do it even if it is down. People can fix it. Nothing can go wrong. Even if production is down, that's fine. But don't actually do it.
It will be a lot of things if you make down. But you know why? There should be a backup in distro thing. If you do anything, there are always such tools that you can help with the backup distro. Do backup before applying anything if you're doubtful on that.
Absolutely.
You should do that.
And I had a mentor. So my CTO from the previous company, he had this famous saying that make a mistake, let me fix it. Just your work is you should be making a mistake. Okay. And the more mistakes you make, the more learnings you will have.
Exactly.
Okay. So don't.
Mistakes are the thing that you learn from your mistakes, by the way, not from the success.
Exactly.
The success is the cumulative effect of your failures.
Yeah, that's
That's the
true.
thing.
So, and that CTO, he said, I am here because of the mistakes that I have made. So, if you're joining on 18th, first of all, congratulations, and do more mistakes. And maybe it's just you're
That's
joining,
correct.
so
This is handwork.
they don't,
Don't do it.
they won't directly give you
That is
the
the
production
reason.
level thing. They won't directly give you that. But maybe in later stages, when they find that, okay, this person is good to go, that time they will start giving you. Okay, super.
Okay.
All the way. Oh no,
Vignesh has
no,
a question.
no thumbs. Okay, so someone said, nice to see you all three in same page. If you think this is nice, take a screenshot of this, post it on your LinkedIn or whatever, Telegram or wherever you are using your social media. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, repost it. If you're watching this on YouTube, take a screenshot and post it on LinkedIn. Tag all the three of us, and we'll let you know in the comments. Okay, super.
Obviously, if you tag us, I will repost, and they guys will also repost.
Super.
So yeah, tag us. Let everyone know that you're learning DevOps from these three guys, the two legends and me.
He's not the legend.
So, hey there, can we do projects for free? Because I've seen that on AWS, I need to deploy same application. We need to incur some cost. Can we do project consider that I'm a fresher? I think there are free tier.
Yeah, there are free tier, but then there are some projects which Shubham has on his channel, I have on my channel, Sandip has on his channel, which can be on Kubernetes, which is using EKS or might be using load balancer. That can incur cost, which is very true because students don't have money to pay. But if you are a student, you can either apply for AWS programs to get free credits. If not, you can try to apply for the AWS events, and you can do a survey which will provide you with $25 credit. This is something that most of the people don't know. This can help you pay for all your projects. So yeah, go ahead and apply for free credits and use them to learn. I know there might be some cost, so even if there is cost, try to delete all your resources after you're done. And it's okay if you spend 100 or 200 on a project. That will help you make more money later on in the future.
Yeah, it's a good return on investment, so definitely go for it. Nice. So आप तीनों को एक साथ देखकर बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. कल मैंने अपना बैच फॉर में एनरोल कर लिया. अरे क्या बात है.
अरे एक थिंग, आज नहीं इवेंट पे आ रहे थे, इतने लोग, too many people ask like बैच 5.
Yeah, it's getting
huge
popular. Nice. This really good. Oh, nice. Superb. Best DevOps try ever. Nice.
Thank you guys.
What are the online platform to practice K8s CI/CD Grafana? I think Killer Coda.
Yes,
Killer Coda could be something
Kubernetes
for Kubernetes.
Playground.
But I don't think you should be
local
learning
is
things.
Yeah,
Online
local.
platform is not something you should look for. You can install things in your local, do it locally, or you don't have to find a platform. You can find a good course or a video online, which will be available in any of our 3 channels. More of self promotion, but yeah.
करना चाहिए हम लोग.
A big shout out to Cloud Champ.
Thank you.
A big shout out to
Big shout out. But yeah, I would say rather than having a platform, looking for a platform, try to install things locally and do it locally. You don't need a platform because platform can teach you things half-assed, but try it out yourself.
Like for example, I'll give you. If you want to learn K8s, if you want to start from the say EKS, like anywhere in the cloud, you already have the master node. What do you want to learn? Master nodes. The moment you get a project, like do it from the master nodes. What do you want to do?
No.
So learn first the Kubernetes in a direct way, hard way. Like do set up master yourself, do set up work node yourself, then connect together by certification. There is the actual learning. Now, while you're working in the cloud and all is fine, but the moment they ask for the bare metal, there are many companies, they don't want to move to any cloud. They want to do bare metal thing. Or maybe they want to use the cloud for just bare metal part. That the instance is the resources, but they want to manage everything, optimize them everything. Those guys, if you don't know how to connect master to the worker, why they will keep you? They will say, this is the door. So make sure you learn everything.
I think people have norms these days that if they do a project online, that would be sufficient. I have seen people who don't do actually projects and just fork the repository to show to the recruiter that I've done this project, but that should not be the case. If you do a project, the intention should be that you know everything that is done on the backend, and you know even if there's a problem, how to troubleshoot it. So try to learn the skill, not just the tool or not just the project. That is what I would say. And we have a question here which says Argo CD पे content आएगा क्या? So recently I'm going to upload a video on GitOps, which will have a small project of deploying a Tetris game. I'm not sure if you have played Tetris.
Yeah.
Tetris.
Oh.
Yeah, with
Blocks
blocks.
wala.
So I'm going to deploy that using Argo CD, which is going to be very simple, but will give you everything you need to learn about GitOps.
अरे ये सौरभ चंदा कौन है?
Sort of.
अरे सौरभ भाई इतना सारा कमेंट आ रहा है ना, फ्लड आ रहा है. You ask again. This time we'll answer.
Okay, so
अरे सौरभ
Subhash Chandra. From where are you reading comments?
Yeah, we have the screen and reading this comment. Okay, ask us again. Sorry.
I had posted many comments on Sandip Das YouTube and LinkedIn, but no one is replying.
No, we have seen a single platform, right? So,
ask it on LinkedIn. Okay, ask it on LinkedIn. I just joined. Please let me know how to start DevOps and what are the
you can try to give a roadmap maybe to people who haven't started.
I mean, we already shared, by the way. His channel also shared. I mean, our LinkedIn profile we have. Maybe later on we'll post the links. Just go to our profile. You'll see that as a first thing.
My most viewed video is the roadmap of DevOps.
I think how much view?
That's
just
4 lakhs. 4
lakhs view already.
Awesome. I see a lot of questions coming and these are not stopping. So
it's like flooding, as I say.
Yeah.
People are flooding.
But what if I say that there are more than 100 people watching us right now?
Still now. Started already.
We started at 8:30. It's almost 9. It's crossed 9 and we are still 111 people watching. But no one is liking the video. What's happening? Just see if the button is working, if it's working correctly, and see if the keyboard chat thing is working correctly or not. I think it's working. You're doing it right. It's working. Okay, nice.
Go ahead and like the video.
Yes.
Okay, let's see this.
I'm a backend engineer. How can I move to DevOps? Oh, I'm also a backend engineer and I work on a lot of DevOps related stuff. So being a backend engineer, what does that mean? So a backend engineer has to focus on whatever programming languages they're doing, whatever APIs which are used for the databases, for getting the data, everything. At the same time, you have to make sure that everything is well scaled, everything is working perfectly. So what I have been doing is, along with my backend journey, along with Python, PySpark, everything, I'm also doing things on AWS. For example, if I want to scale my a process, a service which I'm using, so I'm using it on AWS Batch. Or if I'm making an API, I'm not using it directly on EC2 server. I'm making Lambda functions and I'm making API gateways. So that is how I'm transitioning to DevOps as well. So all the practices that I'm following for backend, so those are hand in hand with AWS cloud or any cloud platform. So that's one good way to enter into DevOps. Okay, which question?
AWS versus Azure versus GCP. I think this is one of the most questions.
Yeah, most like people every place I go on, people keep asking.
Yeah, AWS versus Azure.
Let's say different views. What do you think? What do you think of what I'm thinking?
So I just came from a AWS community day event.
AWS
so
works.
It would be very difficult to take out any other names. The organizers will come back. Okay, but honestly speaking, if you're a starter, I would definitely say that go for AWS because you'll find a community that will be helping you at every stage. That kind of community I did not find in GCP or Azure. If you go on any AWS related channels, you'll find that there are a lot of people helping you out. If you go and read blogs, you'll find most of the AWS blogs. So if you're starting out, I think AWS is really good. The UI is good. They give good credits so that your learning journey becomes much easier. What do you all think?
Community builder ban gaye ho. Let me try.
Yeah, I'm
first
a
of all,
AWS community builder.
Congratulations, please congratulate Shubham in the chat for becoming AWS community builder. We have AWS hero here, by the way. So yeah. I would like to mention why there are no options of DigitalOcean or Linode or other clouds in this because they are also very booming right now. And it depends on which company are you working for. If the company is using AWS, learn AWS. If the company is using Azure, go for Azure. All of these are actually very popular and are used a lot. But if you, as Shubham said, if you are very new, try to go with AWS because you have many online resources to learn AWS, so you can easily learn it. But yeah, if your company is using GCP or anything, go ahead and you can be safe with any cloud you learn. right?
Nice.
Now, all and everything is good. Now, every single cloud has its own pro and cons. Be it cost, be it the feature, be it the accessibility, be it the convenience use, be it the customer base, be it the stability itself. So you okay. Now here one thing is that where you're currently hosting a solution, where you want to see a solution, you said what is the credit you're getting as a hidden factor, the credits. Which cloud giving you the most credits because you
I
want
think cloud cost is also one of the factors.
yes, one of the biggest factor because you cannot make a 1 million bill and have nothing.
Because I think like compared to AWS and Azure, GCP is cheaper when you use Kubernetes in it. But again, there are many other cloud solutions that are only for Kubernetes and they provide you a lot cheaper than AWS or GKE or anything. So
Especially the data part you say, data part like most of the cloud will rip you up. So you have to see what is it because you see in the beginning you don't have customer, you don't have traffic, you don't have much data. The moment you see every single cost is fixed except the data. Data is the most variable cost part in any cloud bill. It will start from 0, 1 to 1,000, 2,000. That's a hidden cost factors.
Right. I agree. Most of the bigger companies are usually using these three, but yeah, as I said, go with any cloud you like. So we have new question here. In K8s, apart from basic, what other services or objects should learn in terms of security? So who would like to answer the security part in K8s, which is again very hot and complex?
So in case for apart from the okay. So in terms of community security, there are a lot of security modules to check. Like first, like starting point is the image itself. What you're going to deploy to Kubernetes cluster. Make sure it's properly scanned for like all the native cloud services.
We have different tools also, right? For scanning.
There are many tools. Even cloud service provider by default is supporting the image scanning. And the moment you scan the image, you see a lot of security things, often which are very fixable by just changing the minor version numbers. So you do that. If it's your custom solution, then you have the control to fix it to make it more stable. First, start from the image using say Aqua. There are a lot of tools are there which you use for the image scanning part. Then you see Kubernetes. There are different security role-based access control is a part where people miss. Focus on that part. There are a lot of cluster control, rate limiting, resource limiting. So all the basic principle you follow, then there are a lot of tools you follow. That's more than enough. Normal cases, right? We'll add some things.
So yeah, there are many things you can do. Even config might is something you can use to give access. That could be a term of security. But I have a very interesting question here from both of you because you have worked on a lot of different projects. I would ask like, what is the most critical thing or something that is done very bad you did? Maybe like I deleted a database. So that was my worst thing I did in production. What is your worst mistake? Because we have like I know you're a pro, you're AWS hero, but there might be something.
Of course, everyone has mistakes. So you know what happens? It was around 3 years back when I'm learning Kubernetes by the way that time. No, but not that great. Just getting my experience. And there was a deployment by the way, okay. And instead of doing that rolling update, and there's a web server connection by the way for that. Instead of doing rolling update, we stop all the instances at once and then try to do the deployment. What happened? All 1 lakh connections went down. And even though we have the resources, by the way, every resource started failing because imagine all 11,000 network traffic disconnecting, and making all server crashing. How do we fix it? Instead of 100 servers managing all that, we had to add around 800 servers to mitigate the traffic. And then slowly get the auto scaling reduce it down. But that company had the limit of more than resources. Not all the small and medium companies have that kind of limit. So it's experience I know now. I will never do the deployment on place in place. I will always have a rolling update one by maybe 10% at once. So that 10% update happening, 80%, 90% resources handling the traffic stories. And same way going, so the traffic can handle the spike that you have to always manage. Like that's my.
Do you have any?
I have made blunders. So let's go back to the times when I was a fresher back in 2018. So I had lesser idea about environments. So production environment, testing environment, development environment. So that was the first mistake which I did. So what I was doing, so I used to work in a cryptocurrency exchange. So Bitcoins. So my work was to work on blockchain and to send cryptocurrencies to receive transactions, and that I used to write in the database. So I was trying APIs around that, and I had access key for my Bitcoin wallet. and we had two wallets, one for dev environment, one for production environment. And that time I did not know which environment .env file. There's something in .env file in Node. So which environment file to use, and I used production environment to send 5 bitcoins. And that transaction got written in the blockchain. So 5 bitcoins have to be sent from my account. Okay,
What
that
is
was
the cost of Bitcoin now?
that time. Now it's very less, but in 2018,
Which termless?
Bitcoin
This
was
is
booming.
around
One
90,000
Bitcoin was around 3.5 lakhs.
Ah.
So almost some senior engineers CTC, that was the cost which was incurred to the company. So CTC, cost to company, was given by the founder. Fortunately, they did not cut my salary, because my salary was not even 1 Bitcoin that time. So that was the biggest blunder which I did, and that time I got the importance of handling environments. So if you are doing testing, have a test environment, have a sandbox. Don't touch the production secrets. Don't because the issue was I used the private key of my production Bitcoin wallet to test that Bitcoin. And if you are doing something like this, don't go for numbers like 5. Go for smaller numbers or something like that.
Point something.
Point
If you were working
something.
in,
Yeah.
Bitcoin, obviously.
Yeah.
So let's to gist out. I deleted a database, which was not my mistake. The client was not giving me money, so I deleted it. which is something every freelancer might do, and I would not recommend it, because database is very crucial. If it is production database, you should have backup. And if someone like me deletes it, so just to give a gist, he says Kubernetes, always remember which strategy you're using. Always check which environment are you posting. Never post or never deploy it to production directly. Go with the flow, development, staging, and then production after you have tested and everything.
Nice. So I think let's just take it last question, if it's fine. But let's make it a controversial one. DSA or DevOps? कहाँ जाऊँ मैं DSA पढूँ या DevOps पढूँ? So a lot of college students who are currently in the second year, third year, final year, who are appearing for placements, who are appearing for off campus, they have this question: should I be studying DSA, or should I go for DevOps and cloud? So they have this misconceptions in their mind that if you don't study DSA, you won't get a job. Why? Because in colleges they are feeding you that if you want to get into a company, you should be solving their coding test. Okay, they're feeding you that. But on the other hand, if you see what's happening outside, a lot of open source communities who don't ever ask you any DSA, they're looking for your contributions. If you're able to add some security patches, if you're able to find some bugs, if you're able to contribute somewhere, be it your cloud skills, be it your DevOps skills, be it your coding skills. So you should never be questioning if this is something I should do, or this is something. If you have an interest for cloud, go for it. If you want to do hardcore coding, learn DSA, learn optimization, learn strategies, and go for that. Never compare that if this is correct or not.
It's already, I think it's 12 years from you in experience level on working for countless companies. Like I can count, I can give a count of how many companies I work as a freelancer. As many as companies I work for, no company, to be honest, as a freelancer, as a senior engineer, asks for me DSA question. I don't know why people post so many DSA questions. If you know, there is a point. If you're targeting for the bigger companies like AWS, like GCP, Google, and those kind of course, there are some common ground for that. Okay, maybe you will never use in your life. I know there are support people. They have given DSA interview. Never single time they've used the DSA. So don't think it's your back. Like you are bad at DSA. I never did DSA, to be honest. And see, I'm already more than 10 years experience and doing everything flawlessly. So it's not about DSA. It's how you have a deep understanding of the topic that you're going to work on. That is more important, not the DSA. Because in DevOps, I don't find a DSA use case. But there are software engineers doing more focus on the DSA, and not all. I think maybe who are already working for top companies, there you need to learn. So there's a common ground for that. That's the reason.
Correct.
Okay, that it's not mandatory to learn this kind of DSA to get a job in normal companies or even as a freelancer, to be honest. So don't make your mind like that. You can do it if you have the understanding and the skills. If you can do it, you'll have it the job. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, good. I have to take this as well because this is something I.
Yes.
So recently I was at AWS Dev Day in Hyderabad, and I had people from AWS with me, and I tried to ask them the same question because this was something I was getting a lot with many of the college students, because college students actually have to give placements and they try to prepare DSA in their second or third year, right? Me being a DevOps engineer, a freelance DevOps engineer, I've never touched DSA. I've never done any DSA. But yeah, if you want to apply for big companies, as Sandip said, for Amazon, for Google, for Microsoft, you have rounds where you need to answer these DSA questions. So if you want to apply for that role, you can obviously have to practice DSA. But if you want to work as a DevOps engineer, DSA is not compulsory. You don't need DSA. Freelancer is a like complete separate part, because even if you are a freelancer, we don't have to show any experience unless the customer or the client trusts us. If it's a big project on a contract basis, we might need to give an interview or show our resume, or else we will directly do the work without any interview or any contacts. So yeah, I think if you want to learn DevOps, DSA is not so compulsory.
Absolutely. So this is the last question, but this question will not be answered. This question will be, used as a video. So who will be making a video on this? Please discuss about some job hunt mistakes in DevOps and some solutions as well. Who will be making this?
I cannot make this because I don't work and I don't have,
It doesn't need a job.
I have no job right now, so I am not doing any job hunting. So I am not doing any job hunting mistakes as well. So I think DevOps wali bhaiya can do this.
Okay, let me make this video. And this was the last question. I can see 100 plus people joined this stream, and my phone is also dead. So thank you so much. This question will definitely be taken as a video. So do subscribe to
All of our channel.
because we don't know whose channel will get this
if
video.
you're in LinkedIn, I think you are watching from mine, but follow these guys also. They're making really great and excellent content. Of course, if you're watching on these guys' channel, do search about Sandip Das. You'll find my channel and subscribe there. Like it's one of the whole, I think more than 50. I'm a remaining man.
60 cross ho gaya.
60. Just focus on the number, but it's motivate us. So these many people are able to help. It's kind of a motivation factor.
Awesome.
That's important.
So yeah, please subscribe to everyone. This is something I would say. I know this is promotional, but yeah. But if you are watching this live at this point, do take a screenshot, share it on your LinkedIn, or you can drop a message or connect with us, and in the comment section we can answer your questions as well. So please do it, and let's meet again in another live.
Definitely. Just tell me what pose you want us to do.
like
in the
this pose will hang things. Like this one.
Something like this. So just comment the pose which you
we'll
like, and we will be doing that. And you can take a screenshot.
Yes.
And
or maybe emoji is there. Emoji, ऐसा वाला emoji, वैसा वाला emoji कैसा करना है? दो emoji वहाँ पे.
We just can't do the
we'll do that.
thumbs वाला emoji. But
जल्दी करो बस. Like
your views really made my mind clear.
Superb, amazing.
अरे तुम्हारा birthday? बोला नहीं?
Sir,
happy birthday बोल रहे?
Happy birthday to everyone who has their birthday
who
today.
has a birthday.
Sir, happy birthday. मेरा तो birthday नहीं. आपका birthday है?
नहीं मना लेते हैं हर दिन जन्मदिन.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
बढ़िया.
So thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much Cloud Champ. Thank you so much Sandip.
If you guys someone question or answer, because it's a lot of question. You can see it from here. We can see it. It's not possible. So if you have any particular question, if you're not able to answer, don't worry, don't frustrate.
Sorry.
Just it will happen. It's a human mistake. We cannot answer. We don't have a team. Just 3 guys. Some backup guy. You come. You guys come.
Yeah.
Like people are not there. People are there. Come.
So we have
We have our friends also.
we have some emotional support here.
Behind the scenes.
So behind the scenes guys are here.
40
So-
का super sticker आ गया.
किसका है पता नहीं. चलो सब में है ना मिल. आजा.
सब में बटेगा.
So we just go. We are 6 guys and
बहुत बढ़िया.
we are 6 guys and we got 40 rupees. So we will be having
ये वाला लास्ट में हैंग किया था.
chai and
बांट दो 40-5%
Okay.
मिलेंगे.
Thank you guys.
thank
See
you so
soon.
much. Thanks a
Bye-bye.
lot.
Keep it good.
Bye.
गए खत्म.
Ends करना पड़ेगा ना उधर.
Bye bye.
सो यहाँ तक वीडियो में बने रहने के लिए धन्यवाद. देखते रहिए हम सबके चैनल. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.